Welcome to another edition of Old Guys Loving Life. I'm your host, Perry. Here's my co-host,
Wayne.
And wow, we're so glad to be back with you.
And me too. Since I missed last week, I was mostly reading about the Georgia Bulldogs and how they were going to dominate the whole season. Did you read that?
You told me you just laid on the couch and was sick.
Well, I was sick.
I told the audience that you were doing a family thing. I didn't want to tell everybody that you were sick.
Well, I was looking at the Georgia stuff while I was losing my cookie.
All right.
We didn't want to describe all that now.
All right. Yeah, but we don't want to alienate everybody in the world either.
Oh, yes, that's right.
And that's what I was going to say, folks. It is so glad to be back. We have been looking at the numbers. We have people listening all over the world, and we thank you.
Yes. And, we really appreciate it. And we would love to have you to, give us some feedback and what you think. And we're glad to see that everybody is listening to us.
Oh, yeah, they're giving us feedback.
Yeah, and for two old guys out here drinking.
Two old guys.
And talking about everything, that's pretty interesting.
I know.
And
I thought we were just going to sound like a couple of farts, and man, people, maybe it's old farts listening to us, but I don't know, but they're accepting what we're putting out there. Aren't
yeah,
they?
Really.
I've been looking at the numbers. The downloads are increasing over the live plays, and obviously, that means you guys are listening to us through your mobile devices a lot. And the big news, if you haven't seen it on the Facebook or the website, is that we are now on iHeartRadio, and we're also on TuneIn. It's a radio. I listen to the Auburn Tigers when I'm traveling on TuneIn.
Right.
And I can listen to Auburn's people. Not some CBS crap. And it's a really good thing. So obviously a lot of people are listening to the show. And speaking of, now I told him I didn't want to call him out here and make him feel badly, but I also wanted to use this as an example for a lot of people that maybe you're not as tech savvy as other people.
Well, you got to remember, I'm 70 years old, and I'm still back in the rotary phone days.
Yeah.
The days is when the phone is heavier than your hand almost, or a bottle of beer.
Yeah.
And so me with this over the technology, I'm learning, and of course my wife, she's got me with the cell phone, and I'm picking it up pretty good and stuff. Right. But I haven't quite learned how to use the Facebook correctly, like I should, but
you don't have to listen to our show through Facebook. There's lots of ways to listen to our show, and it would probably be easier for yourself and other people that are not as tech savvy to subscribe, quote unquote, to our show through one of these other medias, and they don't have to worry about going and finding it on Facebook and hitting the play button to listen to it.
Right.
Right. So here's the deal, folks. This is an education process. We're on Google Play and we're on iTunes. I'll just start with those two for a good example, because they are the most prominent ways of listening to media these days. And iHeartRadio. So here's the deal. You go to, if you have an Android device, you go to Google Play. If you have an iPhone, you go to iTunes. Either way. Type in Old Guys Loving Life in the search bar.
Right.
Okay. And then our show will pop up.
And that's it.
That's it. Then there'll be a little button over there that says subscribe. You hit that subscribe button, and every time there's a new show, it will automatically download to your phone.
See there, there's that old saying, you can teach old dogs new tricks.
I know, even a bulldog.
Even a bulldog. Isn't that right,
So,
folks?
his laugh makes me think. His laugh reminds me of one of the comments that we got through the website. Was somebody? I'm sorry, buddy, I forgot your name. But one guy wrote in and said, "How much does Wayne have to drink before you guys start recording?"
Couple
Because
beers.
he sounds like he is lit.
Man.
Well, Wayne is like that normally.
All the
When
time.
he has a few beers, then it increases.
Amen.
Right now, he's on number 2.
Yes, I'm on my second beer and climbing. And then I'm going to listen to a band, and I'll probably have a few.
10 or 12.
And of course, today is Friday. So on Friday is always happy hours and all that good stuff. But we have a special band that we really, really like to and listen to and enjoy with. So we go to, when they play, we go to it.
Oh, you going down to the Bay 3?
No, we're going to Chase's on the ocean.
Oh,
right on
Chase
the
is
ocean.
on the beach.
On the beach.
Chase is on the beach.
And it's really beautiful. If you've never been there, it's just like, going to the beach and watching the tides and everything, and the band plays. It's really neat. It really is.
Yeah, that's cool. We went. I talked about it last week on our podcast. Last week we went to the Corkscrew and had a beautiful filet mignon with Parmesan crusted. It was called a Parmesan crusted filet mignon, and it was on a bed of Gouda cheese grits. Oh man, that was so good.
Grits, anything on
Cheese
grits.
and
Everything
and
is with
Parmesan
grits.
crusted cheese. Oh man, that's so good.
I'm a Southern boy. When you get a Southern boy like me, fried chicken and grits,
Yeah.
turnip greens, and sweet potato. Oh man!
I know what you mean, brother.
And then you get to have a beer.
Oh,
Makes you want to go home and slap your mama.
I hear you. All right, so Wayne was not sick last week. He just a
I
review.
was.
He was not sick. He was just reading up on the Georgia football season, and
While I was recuperating and getting my strength back, I was looking on the websites of the course of the Georgia Bulldogs and what's happening and stuff like that. And of course, as a football player, a fan, you always going to be watching that stuff,
you all right?
But football, American football, is great. I also like soccer, and so it's another football.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. All right, and so what? Anything else?
Today we're going to talk about.
Go. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you. I was just about to say we're up against a break here.
Oh,
And so today, I just wanted to tease. Go ahead, tell them
talking
what we're
about
going to talk
Ireland.
about.
Remember I said we would
Right.
talk about my favorite ones first.
That's right.
We went to Alaska, Costa Rica. Now today is going to be Ireland.
Right. So,
And we're having Irish beer.
a special surprise
Red.
for me. He's got some Irish beer and
Smith Switch
no.
Red Ale.
Oh, that's the one you've been talking about for
That's
4
one
weeks.
of them, and then I got another one here.
Okay. All right, folks. We're going to go take us a little break right now and get set for the next segment. And we'll be right back after this. Oh. And we're back. And like we were talking about before the break, we're going to be talking about Ireland today. Wayne's going to give us some information about Ireland. And we're also going to be sampling an Irish beer. So
Right. And the one we're trying today
is O'Hara's Irish Red, 4.3% alcohol.
and it is as reported and everything, and it smells very malty.
Yeah. Now I was thinking the color is a little darker than a normal red. Not that that's not a bad thing.
No.
But it's a little more caramel looking, and It has a very strong malty taste or smell to it.
Tastes good. I like the taste. Definitely like the taste.
Yep, that's definitely a red.
Yeah, it's a red and it's malty type red.
No, I'm not tasting any hops. I'm only
No.
tasting the malt.
The malt.
Right.
There's very little hops probably in there.
And
the aroma's good.
mm-hmm.
It's a good tasting beer. I like it.
Mm-hmm.
Now the Smithwick's, that's another red ale, and which is very popular around here. And we get it's made in Ireland, and actually is made up. I think, believe it or not, it's in Kilkenny, and it's a great beer, very good beer.
Made where?
In Kilkenny, in Ireland.
Kilkenny.
Both of these are made in Ireland.
Oh, okay. Good. So tell us about Ireland.
Ireland is a beautiful country. Like I said earlier when we started our first segments of doing this, that I was going to take everybody to my favorite parts of the country that I really, really like the most.
Favorite?
We did Alaska. We did Costa Rica. Today we're going to talk about Ireland.
Nice.
Ireland is a beautiful, beautiful country. The people there are very, very nice and pleasant. A certain time of the year, like in May and April, the flowers and everything are blooming, and it's gorgeous, gorgeous place to go. You can fly into Ireland, and you can go into in there, and you can go different places there, and you can go with a tour type deal, and you can go to the Cliffs of Moher. That's really beautiful. Standing on the cliff, on the edge of the Cliffs of Moher, and looking down to 700 feet to the bottom of the Atlantic Ocean.
Wow.
That's a long way down.
That's like a freight train length.
Yeah, if you actually drop there, don't worry about it.
Yeah. Say your prayers on the way down.
Oh, you better be doing a lot of talking fast.
So all right. So we were talking about going to Ireland,
right?
And you mentioned tours. So you'd rather somebody plan and schedule a tour guide.
Right, because actually,
or a tour group
right,
to help you once you get there.
Right, because actually, once you fly in to like Dublin or whatever, you'll go in there. You would meet with a group, and the group will have a guide, and they can show you and things that you would actually miss yourself.
Right. So your group will be, people from all over the world.
All over the world, flying in that certain time. And everybody will be going on the same tour.
And you need to make your arrangements for a tour guide before you go.
Call your local travel agent, like us, for worldclasscruises.net. And and of course, Linda should set you up with a tour company and design the whole thing for you. And you stay in castles. You get to do the Cliff of Moher, like I just said. The Ring of Kerry. The Ring of Kerry is so gorgeous and beautiful. That's a truck going by.
Now, what is a Ring of Kerry?
The Ring of Kerry is like going from one end to the of Ireland, or Kilkenny, and you're going all the way over to Waterford almost. And that whole southern part is so beautiful. They don't have fences like we have fences here. Mm-hmm. They have these rocks made out of fence.
Right.
And the green pasture, and they get the sheep and stuff eating there, and if they're farming and stuff, it's gorgeous. And then you got the ocean, and you're looking right at it. Beautiful. That's called the Ring of Kerry.
So you're standing on a cliff looking out over the ocean.
That's the Cliff of Moher.
Wow.
And then you take off and go through to the Ring of Kerry. Kiss the Blarney Castle.
Kiss the Blarney?
Yeah, man.
Kiss the Blarney Stone?
No, everybody got to kiss that
I don't
thing.
think I would. I think I know what the locals do to it.
Yeah, well.
So maybe we ought to tell everybody so they don't go.
No, you don't want to do kiss that dark
You
stone.
don't want to kiss the
No,
Morning Star.
no. If you only knew.
The legend has it that the